Hello. Today we've had the opportunity of learning about quality and removing waste from an organization that's not healthcare. Kaas Tailored is a bespoke furniture manufacturer, and its president and co-owner, Jeff Kaas, and the team of people here have really role modeled and demonstrated for leaders in health what it's like to live quality improvement and to make it part of the culture of how you do things around here. Quick learnings from Kaas Tailored. One, that the culture of quality improvement needs to be driven from the front line up and bottom down. It's not good enough to have a philosophy or a theory imposed. And within a culture like the one at Kaas, when individual teams own and create and come up with their own Kaizen, their own quality improvement, identifying the waste within their own teams, that they're more likely to stick with it and do it as business as usual, that they don't describe any of their work as saving money. Every single person that we spoke to today described the work that they were doing as adding value, saving time, therefore making them able to do more work and stretch more. The Kaizen improvements are sort of identified by team members. There is a company-wide goal to do one a month per person. They fall below this. Another thing about here is they're very honest about their achievements and where they need to do more. But by setting that one a month per person, the company is able to realize, sometimes last year, 1,400 Kaizen that came from the front line, that each on its own may have been $1,000 worth of improvement in terms of value, but the value add to the company is probably 140 times that. And so although no one that you speak to speaks in terms of maths, they can all do the maths, and they all spoke about the minutes saved and therefore the value added, and why therefore they felt they were doing something meaningful. I think the realism with which Jeff Kaas and his team approach the market that they're operating in, and the honesty with which they share the challenges that they too face, which are dissimilar to healthcare but not unfamiliar territory, just demonstrates to people in health that no matter how tough things are, there are things that you can do if as a leader you have the vision to inspire others, to commit to doing something that takes small steps that you build on and that you don't do it all at once. I think the other thing was taking the principles and the 7 steps in 7 waste identifiers, but applying it to your own area creates a culture in which you make the quality improvement your own. So at the end of the day, the thing that they did here at Kaas that I think leaders are going back from this study tour with the intention of doing something different about is leadership. It's language, it's leadership, it's how you help people see the value of everything that they do, and therefore why it's valuable for them to identify areas of work or steps in the process that may be unnecessary, that maybe doesn't bring them joy when they do their work every day. I think that will be an invaluable lesson. I think the other lesson that leaders are taking back, hearing to the comments in the discussion today, is as leaders to be conscious of the waste that they're putting into the system, of what they're creating for the people who work for them, and to take some responsibility as leaders to do something about the things that they can influence as opposed to worrying about the things that they can't. So it's a huge thanks to Jeff Kaas and all of his team at Kaas Tailored, and for helping leaders in health and care to think beyond their roles as clinicians and to look at how culture can be created if you have the will and the vision to see that bringing meaning to people's life and their work is really important. Jeff Kaas started the day by asking everyone to describe how they felt when they talked about a hobby that they had, and he listed all of those words, and then he asked them to describe their current work and how their work makes them feel, and then people compared and contrasted those 2 lists. And really the discussion that ensued told people everything that they needed to do to help change the culture of the organizations that they are part of.